Alright, you guys, now when it comes to this enormous 20-gallon aquarium, I have no idea how many roaches I'm gonna end up putting in here just yet. Because putting aside the other 100 that I showed you guys, which is right here, I am not sure if I wanna put maybe another 400 or 500. I'm still thinking. I've said a few numbers on the first part, but I'm still not sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And another thing is, I don't even know what sizes to. I really want to try to shoot for at least minimum, I guess, 20 to 40 mature adults, and at least the rest would be some medium-sized nymphs or something. Something like that would be pretty good. So if I call the guy, I might be getting me his that one breeding, that colony kit. I forgot what he called it. But there's also custom motors. I forgot to mention in the first part. He actually will do custom motors if you want to go for something a lot bigger. I guess I really don't know. I haven't talked to him about it, but it's just things I read on his post. So I'll be putting his number on the ending of this part. So just letting you guys know. So when it comes to the hides, I'm using egg crates. I'm using actually six. I'm using 6 of them. I did a shallow little tray. This one's going to be for water, just like the other one, but I'm going to put it on both sides, soaked paper towels. I do not have hydrogel or hydro balls, whatever you guys call it, but it's fine. I see that this works, but you want to change it on like every 2 days. When it comes to this one, because I'm going to use large roaches on this one, I'm going to just house them in it. I didn't, really bother trimming it down, and I'm going to put a lot of fruit on this. So that's gonna be perfectly fine. Once again, there are gonna be small nymphs on this one too, in time once they start breeding. So I'm gonna want to sand off the edges, the inside and the outside of the larger one. This one's actually a lot more shallow than the other one you guys saw earlier, so this one I'll just leave it alone. This actually is some insulation for the cable box. I'm pretty sure a lot of electronics and stuff come with something similar in their boxes, like printers and stuff, but a little more different. But this one came with a cable box, and it was a little torn on the side, as you can see there. So that's actually not made intentional. But right here, I just made 3 holes on purpose, and it goes for all of them. But I did not cut the bottom right here at all, except on the one on the far bottom, so the roaches can just climb in there easier. That's actually just more optional. I just really wasn't sure what I was doing when I was experimenting with one on the bottom, actually. But I think it actually will work better for the larger roaches, so you guys can actually do that. The reason why I don't recommend on the top is because they need to somewhat stick together, like latch on, get a really firm grip, so it won't just tip over or anything. So that's what I'm using right here, and egg crates. That's pretty much it. I haven't put any petroleum jelly or Vaseline around this yet because I don't have any roaches, so it's pointless. Once again, no substrate. Yeah, it's just a waste of time. But I forgot to mention. On this side, I have a really small styrofoam tray, as you guys can see there, because I'm going to be putting the crushed cat food on this one right underneath, and I'm lifting actually one of them a little higher so I can fit it in. And on this one right here next to it, I just trimmed it off. I don't want to take it all apart, so I'll just give you a demonstration. What I did here is, you guys can see these 4 right here where my fingers are. I just cut it off, so you guys see like a little square missing. That's all I did on this one. I could have done the same, but I just didn't want to at the time, so I just left it like that. It works perfect. If you guys want to save the time, you guys can just cut it off, and there you go, because I think this works just decent. Now when it comes to their feces, because of course you have to do some maintenance, you guys can do what Rob C does, is just use some type of like scraper, I suppose, or something. Once you make sure you remove your roaches safely. If you guys can help it, have a spare tank or something. Just throw them in there. It's okay if they crawl all over each other. It looks really cool anyways, and it's kind of creepy, the sound and everything, but it's awesome. That's if you have hundreds. Another thing, once you guys have that, have a lot of feces everywhere, you guys can use like some type of scraper or something you guys can get at the dollar store or something. you guys want to leave a little bit behind, or you guys can just put it on the cat food, just a little bit. Reason why is because the small nymphs feed off of that. Just go ahead and check out his videos. Rob C has like maybe 3-4 videos on his channel. I'm not sure, I haven't checked up on him lately, but feel free to check out his YouTube if you guys haven't. It's Tarantula Guy 1976. I'm not affiliated with him whatsoever, but he's really cool, so feel free to go check his stuff out. What else? That's pretty much it, I guess. And like I said earlier, and I did mention that Rob C also, when it comes to feeding them oranges, it's gonna help these guys breed like crazy. That is, if you guys didn't know. So you guys can feed them melons. Some people like me feed them potatoes occasionally, but it's not the best food source. It's just like a little emergency thing, or an occasional snack, I suppose. But I would actually feed them mostly melon. I guess things that are a little more like citrus like for example, oranges are perfect, like I said. I guess even pineapple wouldn't hurt occasionally. Just check online, see what other people do, experiment, give them a little fruit salad if you guys want to. It'll be really good for them, so they'll be healthy. Especially if you guys are trying to gut load these guys, you guys can mix it up, all kinds of fruits and stuff, different vitamins and nutritional stuff. The nutritional value will just be boosted up along with the protein that they get from the cat food. So whenever your tarantula or invert or whatever you guys are feeding, feeds on that roach, they're gonna take in all that, and they're gonna be really healthy, and hopefully they'll be really full with just one, depending on what you're feeding it to. Just like, for example, if you have something more larger, like some type of like a African bullfrog or a bearded dragon or something a lot larger, of course you have to feed them more. But if you have them really well gut loaded, it'll take a lot less roaches to feed them to. So make sure that you guys are just keeping these roaches live, healthy and fat. Of course, you want to keep them, at a decent, level of humidity and I'm sorry, and temperatures. You want to keep them warm, because these guys are, they won't go very far, if you keep them really dry and cold. But you don't want to have them also like too humid and too warm, as if they were to be like in, let's say, I guess Madagascar, like the Madagascar hissing cockroaches. They're, those guys are pretty crazy. They get really large too. If I ever get to breed those guys, I'll be sure to show you guys on, in a heartbeat. Those guys, I actually look forward to getting me some, but they're a little pricey for me. So, when I'm a little bit more stable, economically, I'll be sure to show you guys. So that's pretty much it. I did mention earlier on the first part the temperature and the humidity level and all that. So I pretty much covered the basics on all of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of this. If not, I'm so sorry. Let me know. And if you guys have any requests for or questions, feel free to let me know. I'll even do a handling video in a little bit with my giant vinegroon. That's the only guy, along with my millipede, who I feel really comfortable around with. I don't hold my tarantulas actually, because I rather leave them alone for a few reasons. But if you guys are interested in that, I'll be showing you guys that, and I'm gonna show you guys my collection too. So, all right, you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. You guys, actually, right before I cut this, I want to make sure how these guys are doing, and I want you guys to check it out. All right, you guys can see these guys are all piled up right here, and they ate some of the fish food, not a lot, but they're really piled up right there and a little bit on the top. So that's pretty much it. So these guys are doing really good already. It's only been, like I said, maybe 20 minutes or something. So I'll keep you guys updated on how these guys are doing every now and then. I don't want to give you guys a specific time, because if I fail to do that, I'll just feel really bad. Alright, you guys, so, and if you guys are wondering, I have some, they have breathing, space right here. A lot of it too, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna do the holes now, actually. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching.